been meaning to do this one for a while, but I've broken my ankle, I think. Well, I'm going to have it x-rayed tomorrow. It could be a sprain, but I think it might be a fracture. So, but yeah, I was going to talk about, I've talked about demand avoidance in autism, and in relation to my writing, I've talked about it in relation to this book, Did You Whisper Back? I don't know if that's going to come out back to front, or whether it's going to, I never know, or whether it's going to be the right way around when I play it back, but that's the latest cover of it. So it's, the main character is actually schizophrenic, but I didn't know about the similarities between that and autism when I wrote it, nor, the commonalities of it, like, Amanda is the main character in that book, and she lives in a, she's kind of, well, I don't want to give away a plot, but she lives in, spends a lot of her time in her imagination and in her head, and, some of them are anyway, she, so there's an imaginary twin and things like that in the story. As I said, I don't want to give away if you've not read it, but and also she finds difficulties with social relationships, and likes to spend time on her own. So she goes off to work in a hotel looking for her twin sister at the beginning, near the beginning of the novel, and she finds it difficult socializing with the people and tries to fit in. I think she tries to she tries to fit in very well with the other people, the other chambermaids, as they used to be called. I think they're called housekeeping assistants now, but people who maintain the bedrooms in hotels. And she tries to, and then she starts to feel that their characteristics are imposed on her, are superimposed on her, almost because she's masking them all, and it's exhausting, and she's mirroring them. And of course, she feels an amalgamation of them all. Like, I'll have to find the bit from the novel where she feels like they've all carved a bit of something, or she's kind of been like a sculpture or a carving of bits of them all. But then when she gets home, her mother wants her to look for another job. She goes back to Liverpool, North Liverpool, and where she originates from. And here's just a little quote from that. It's like demands to get a job, and so this is a quote from the book. Nag, situations vacant, clean the bathroom sink, clean the whole bathroom, men are coming to repair the central heating, make them a cup of tea, white 2 sugars, talk to them. Each separate message pounds out with increasing tempo. This way, no, this way, anniversaries that way, signing on over there, job applications here, social security, tidy the room, feed the cat, answer the phone, shampoo's running low. We have visitors, smile and be polite and help bring in the plates. As soon as some jobs are safely cleared away, a whole new cluster rears its ugly head. What would a flat be like with rent and bills and the rest of it? She lives an endless list as it is. And also I've talked about the telephone thing in another video, but yes, that it is set in the late 70s, early 80s, so that's very much how some of the the setting is faithful to that time, because that's when it was actually written as well as when it was set. And I did rewrite it early 90s, but it's very much set in that time. And then about the telephone again, it's like this demand avoidance thing about the phone. So I'll sort of come back to that again. I keep coming back to it because I've just written a spin-off again featuring phones, but they're very common, this fear of phones in autistics and answering the phone. And so this is another section where she says, what? Still no end to the burr noise. ringing with rekindled fury from the vaults of somewhere. She runs upstairs in terror to her bedroom, blocks her ears, buries her head beneath copious padding, turns her radio at full blast, but nothing will dam the current of ringing. They congregate again, bending over her like weeping reeds. Does it puzzle them to think a telephone has been deliberately taunting her with its rhyming echo for 24 hours, or a week, perhaps half a lifetime? And of course, yeah, I think in my previous blog about this, I said, in those days, telephones, you had to answer them. There were no answer phones, and or not many people had them. Certainly no mobile phones. I mean, I think people today, autistics today, for instance, still feel that, even with the modern phone, if it's ringing, at least we have a choice to put it on silent, but it's still that demand, answer me, sort of, and that thing about talking, it's that whole thing about thinking what to say, having to be spontaneous, and yeah, so it's all very relevant really to this blog. I mean, the whole thing about demand avoidance, which, when I wrote the story, I didn't even know that was a thing. But as I say, Amanda is schizophrenic, but I don't know, maybe she'd be diagnosed with autism today. I don't know, but that's an interesting question. But anyway, that's all for another blog, I think. So bye for now. Thank you.